Guys, we'll be kicking off the call in the next 15 minutes. So from now to 20 past 10, just make sure you're getting your teams on the call. Make sure you're on the call. Find a notepad, find a pen, and we'll kick this off then. Okay, cool. Sorry, guys, we're running a bit behind schedule, but we'll kick this call off in a second. All right, guys. Sorry for the delay. Um, we're gonna be kicking the call off now. All right. So, we've gone through a lot throughout this past week, and it's good to be at a point where we can say, okay, here are some techniques to build a business. Here are some techniques. Here are things we're gonna be going through. Here are things we're gonna be doing throughout a 90-day game plan to get us the results we want to get. Right now, the first thing I want everybody to understand is you're gonna have fear, right? The fear is always gonna be there. And that's the that's the exciting thing about this 90-day game plan. The fear is always going to be there, but it's not about the person that feels the fear. It's not about that at all. It's about the person that feels the fear and does it anyway. I'm sure we've all heard about the book Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, right? Now, fear is not something that you have to eliminate before you become successful. You have to eliminate before you move on in life. It's something you just have to manage. And throughout this 90-day game plan, this training specifically, I'll be showing you how to manage the fear in a way that empowers you, because at the end of the day, everything is about interpretation. So it's just helping you to interpret the fear in a way that it empowers you to do a lot better. So now, the first thing you could do that will help in the management of fear is understanding. Understand what a 90-day game plan is. Understand how to build a business to start with, right? Because if you don't understand, there's no conviction. If there's no conviction, there's probably not going to be any results, right? Because your friends are going to see you, they're going to, hear you speak. And if they, see that you've got no posture, they see that you don't really understand what you're talking about, nobody will buy into something, that they see you don't even understand. People always say no to things they don't understand. And if you don't understand, how can you try to explain what you don't understand to someone else, right? So the first key to managing fear is understanding, because with understanding comes conviction. With conviction, right, you can pass across your vision to your friends, to your family, to whoever, right? And if they see what you see, then they'll buy into your vision, right? But if you don't understand to start with, there's no chance of you even being able to pass your vision across to them vividly to the point where they can see what you see, right? So now the next thing you can do in the management of fear is gain some skill. So throughout the pre-launch phase, throughout the preparation stage that we're in right now, I highly recommend sharpening your skills, right? Because there could be, if there were two men, one they both had axes to cut down a tree. If one got a blunt axe and was just smacking at the tree, it would take him about 10 times longer as the other guy that sits there for the first hour sharpening his axe and then just hits the tree a couple times and it's done, right? So when it comes to the skill sets, you have to work. It's working smart, because at the end of the day, you don't want blunt skills and then having to expose a lot more people before you get an enrollment. You want to sharpen your skills up. This is now the time to sharpen up your skills. Now, I'm not saying go home, relax, have fun, watch TV or read books. I'm not. This is actually not the time to sit at home for the whole day and say you're doing PD. This is not the time to start investigating why Napoleon Hill's name was Napoleon Hill. All right. This is the time to sharpen up your skills in the sense that you do more presentation, right? That's the best way, and the only way to sharpen up your skill in anything is to do it more, right? You fell forward, you do it rubbish and you do it again. And you must have heard the saying, anything worth doing, it's always worth doing badly until you know how to do it. So skill set is really one thing that could help you manage fear, because once you understand and you have the skill, your posture will be bar none, to the point where you'd be so convicted in what you're saying, because your skill is up to notch. And when you're so convicted in what you're saying, the person to say, what, I can see your vision but I won't follow you, they'll be almost stupid to say that. So when you've got the skill set, when you can present, when you can invite, and when I say skill set, I don't mean you going off and studying the psychology of selling or something like that, for instance. I mean something simple as the invite, right? Mastering the invite, just getting a skill, mastering that skill. the guys that are successful in life, it's not because they do a specific thing, right? It's because they do things in a specific way. So if you master the simple things, I guarantee you the results you're going to be getting are going to be ridiculous. So that's one thing I would say. Master the skills that you need, that you're going to be using on a day-to-day basis, which is you're speaking to people skill, you're making friends skill, you're growing a relationship skill, your presenting skills, your inviting skills, your closing skills, your following up skills. All those skills, when you master them and you understand what you're doing, fear is going to be at a point where you can literally just control it, right? And I think that's where you want to be with this 90-day game plan, because they're going to be two types of people. They're going to be people that feel the fear, right, contain it, and go out and do whatever they fear doing in the first place, right? Because you probably heard us saying again, your treasure lies in the cave you fear to go into, something like that, right? So when you feel the fear, you go out because you have the skill, you have the understanding, you do it anyway. And the other set of people, they kind of know what the 90-day game plan is. The 90-day game plan is just, these guys are doing a 90-day game plan. I'm just kind of tagging along with them, right? The skills are kind of there. I can invite a couple of people to an event. They're not the best, but they're there, right? And these guys, when they feel the fear, because they don't fully understand, and their skill sets aren't there, when their friend asks them a question like, "What's this 90-day game plan about? Break down the plan to me. It sounds good." They can't explain it to them. So they're there about they're just mumbling, and their friend can see that they don't know where they're going. They're kind of following someone else, and if your friend sees that your vision is not your vision, it's someone else's vision, they're probably not going to follow you, right? So that's one thing I'll say. Now, when we come to skill, I'm gonna focus solely on the inviting, because the inviting is the key to the vault. Like John said in his webinar, right? It's literally the key to the vault. Now there are obviously three types of people you could invite, right? Now you have your cold market, that's people you've never met before, you've never spoken to, you don't really know them. You have your warm market, that's people you could approach, but they don't know much about you. And you have your hot market, that's your close friends, right? I like to call them your flat tire friends, because when you're in the middle of nowhere and you've got a flat tire, the people you will call, those are your hot markets, right? I'm gonna display a script in a second. Text script, so something you could just text to your friends and your family to basically just get your products out there. Because the aim of this 90-day game plan is not to get 5,000 affiliates. The aim is to get 5,000 new customers into our business, right? Now they can be customers and affiliates, but solely customers, because now if you get people using your products, when people are hooked on your products, right, being an affiliate is a no-brainer. If someone came up to you and said, "You know what, that jacket you're wearing, right? How about I pay you for recommending it to your friend?" It's a no-brainer at that point. But if you're trying to sell the business, then when the business isn't working out for them, they quit. That's it. So you want to focus more on customers, because at the end of the day, customers are income, affiliates are investments, right? I want you to understand that customers are income, affiliates are investment. So here's the text script. Some of us have seen this before, right? But I want you to really utilize it. Someone gets started, send them, let them sit down, quick start, train them, and let them send the script out. They're getting results, and positive feedbacks in their first couple hours into the business, right? And this is probably the quickest way to get your newest guys results on the first day. A mentor of mine, Tyler Small, on his first day of joining the business, I think it was about 6 hours, he basically spoke to three of his friends, who spoke to three of their friends, and all of them just frenzied, and he was able to make $1,400 in the space of 6 hours. Guys, let that resonate with you. You can get the newest people that type of results, because at the end of the day, people, when they see results, especially when it's more than what they've had to invest into buying the products, it kind of just says it works, right? So you want to get people results as fast as possible. It's simply this, you text your uncle, friend, whoever, hi uncle this, you probably don't know this about me. I recently started a business. For those that, have already exposed their friends, I would say at that point you say, I recently started a campaign, okay? Or I recently started a project, right? Or I recently teamed up with a company that could really that I could really use your help, something along the lines. Or I recently hooked up with a company and could really use your favor. Whatever you want to change it to, just play about with it, make it yours. You could start off with exactly what's here and then just play about with it, adapt it to people, right? Because you want to understand this is the key to the vote. And if you can get the newest people getting results, that's exactly what we need in the team: speed. And I know we've gone through the training in the past that success loves speed. So when you do things with speed, your newest guy's going to do things with speed. You set the bar for the newest member on your team. And, when they realize, oh, they're not playing about. I just made £500 on my first day. What's he going to do? What's she going to do? Go out and tell her or his friends, right? Tell their friends are going to do exactly the same thing, because when they join the team, you get them to send this text to 10 people. So they send the first text, hi, Uncle Ben. You probably didn't know this about me, but I just recently teamed up with a company and could really use your help. It's really fast and simple and may even save you some money as well. Message me back if you want to help. Thank you. Or if you want some more details, message me back if you want some more details, right? Thanks. Now you wait for their response. Don't just send them the second text without them, giving you a response. So they're probably gonna, say back, text you back saying, something along the lines of, "Oh, what is it? Send me some details." "Oh, that's great to hear. I want to know more." Right? 9 times out of 10, you will get a positive response, and that's exactly what you want the newest people getting. Because most of the time, we leave the newest people to go home and tell their parents about it, tell their family about it, and their family don't understand because they don't know what they don't know, and the newest guy ends up quitting because his family said it's one of these triangle things, right? So you want to really get the newest people seeing some results. They might not, some people won't get paid straight away on the first day, but they will get positive feedbacks, and that's all it takes. When a member of the family is saying, "You know what, that sounds good, that sounds like that sounds like some you at least you're doing something with your life, you're doing something good with your life," then you send the second text, right? First, I want you to know that I'm not asking you to join or become a customer. That's really crucial, because a lot of people have heard about network marketing, they've heard about things like this, and they think they know it, but they don't actually know what they don't know, right? And most of the time, some people seem to think that they know when they don't know. Okay, so when you send them that first, I want you to know that I'm not asking you to join or become a customer. It kind of just relieves them, takes the weight off their shoulder, right? I need 10 trial consumers to give me a feedback on the product to help with marketing support, right? Then you go on to say, I would like you to buy at least a month's supply for of the product for better results and feedback, which will help me market successfully. It's only going to cost about £2.50 per day, and it will help to naturally boost your energy, health, and body. And they're thinking, okay, cool. Well, I'll buy some or I won't buy some, right? If they decide to buy, when they use the product for 30 days, this is something that's crucial that a lot of us don't do, that I highly recommend we do. Get the feedback. You ask them for feedback now. Get the feedback after 30 days, because you want them to, you wanna have a stack of testimonials. That's when you know it's working. That's when they know it's working. Now, when someone has used your product for 30 days and has gotten results from it, is given a brilliant feedback. Next month, just let them know. Listen, man, I can, since you loved it, I can show you how to get it for free. Or if you want, I can show you the business plan. It's probably not for you, but I can show you, just because you gave me, you did me the favor of giving me a feedback for my product to help with my marketing. Now I'm going to do you a favor by showing you the business plan. I'm going to do you a favor by showing you how to get your products for free. And you show them. Most of the time, they're going to be open-minded to hearing what a business plan is about, because you come from the point of, I'm doing you a favor. Okay, so when you come from that perspective, they're going to be more than welcome to hear out the plan. So, once, let's say they bought the product, 30 days later, you got your feedback. Hey, Uncle James, thank you very much for your feedback. And I just wanted to say, since you did me the favor, I think I'm kind of obliged to do you a favor. And I we could meet up tomorrow, sit down for coffee, and I could show you how to get those products for free next month. That's if they give you a wonderful, feedback, right? And if you're really the business minded type, I could show you the business plan. It's probably not for you though, right? But I could just show you anyway. Since you did me this favor, and he's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'll be more than happy to check it out." Cool. Now you might just have a business partner out of your uncle, auntie, cousin, brothers, hot market, right? You might just have a business plan. I don't recommend sending this to cold markets, but I know you can send this to warm market as well, friends, right? Because at the end of the day, you're probably thinking, oh, why I might want this guy to become an affiliate. Yeah, well, let him become a customer first. Because in this business, how this business works is everybody is a customer. Okay, so if you get someone hooked up on our products, even by just giving them a crate of 30 or a crate of 25 for free, next month they're gonna want some more. They come back to you and ask you, "Hey, buddy, can I get some more, Verve?" Yeah, here's my website. Absolutely, buy some more, right? So, I think this is something that's core. I'd say, if anything, pause the video at this point and test it out for yourself. That way, when you've got a couple customers, you can just show your teammate, "Hey, check this out. This is what I did. I got this result. You do it too. Let's see what you get," right? Now, during the 90-day game plan, we're going to be having competitions with this. We're going to be having blitz calls, right? With this, I'm sure Trisha touched on it last night. We're going to be having blitz calls. We're going to be having competition. We're going to be having contests, prizes, and things like that, right? I want you to know you need to get used to doing these. You need to get used to sending out the text in the email that you will get sent. If you haven't got the email sent to you, hit up your upline right now and get the email from them. Hit up the direct upline, whoever enrolled you into the business, message them right now and get the email from them. You should have gotten an email to get you started in this business, right? Now, when you get the email, there are so many different invite scripts that you can use, depending on whoever you're speaking to. So really take time to read through it so you know which ones you could use for which types of people. Okay, because we're going to be getting to a point where we start doing competitions for who can set the most appointments, who can get the most amount of people down to an event, and there will be prizes to be won at that point. Now, I want to touch on something I like to call, and Eric Worre likes to call, the magic number, right? 20 is the magic number in this industry. Okay, because now that's why you've probably heard over and over and over again throughout the trainings that we've said, recruit your core 20. I want everybody to understand this, and I want to make it clear to everybody that this 90-day game plan is an individual 90-day game plan. We are just doing it individually together. Okay, so it's not a 90-day game plan you wait for your upline. It's not a 90-day game plan you wait for your downline. It's a 90-day game plan where everybody in the team right now is a teacher. And we are bringing in the class of 2013, class 2015. Okay. So I'm going to go out and throughout this preparation stage and pre-launch stage, I'm going to be recruiting my core 20. I won't be working much with the rest of the team. These are my core 20 that I'll be working with. Okay. And everybody should do that too. Everybody go out to recruit your core 20, because this is what happens, right? Out of that 20, only 12 would do something, right? Only 12 come to the events. Only 12, drink the products. Only 12 do the daily method of operations, which we'll be touching on tomorrow, right? Only 12 actually get their butts to big events and, bring people down to the event. Only 12 will rank up. Only 12 will actually put in the effort to build a business, right? 8 will drop out. Now, out of those 12, right? Only 8 will be with you 90 days from the first day. From the day they enroll, only 8 will be with you, right? So that means if you enroll your core 20 by the launch day, you've got 20. By the end of the 90 days, only 8 people will stick with you throughout till the end of the 90 days, right? Now, from that 8, only 4 will be there a year from now, right? Ask yourself, in the team right now, are you going to be one of those 4 that are going to be here a year from now? I say, really understand why we're doing the 90-day game plan. Every time you fear, every time you feel hesitant, just think back to why we're doing the 90-day game plan. Because I'm going to make sure I smash this out for Carl, right? And for my why, right? Because I think they both deserve, me to be successful in this, right? So ask yourself, am I going to be here a year from now? And the answer is a yes. Or if you want it to be a yes, make the dedication to yourself that, you know what, I'm going to stick around a year from now. I'm going to be here a year from now, see where my business goes. Because the 90-day game plan is going to probably be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life, right? And a lot of people are going to fall on the wayside. A lot of people aren't going to be able to handle it. A lot of people aren't going to get to the end of it, right? I got on a Skype call with Brad Alcazin yesterday, and with his dad and whatnot. And Andrew Yeager, Tyler Small, Scott Thiemann, and all of them were just reiterating one thing. I realized one thing that was common in all of them was they were saying, make sure you are consistent. Make sure you're one of the 8 that's here 90 days from now. Make sure you keep building, right? Make sure you sustain the intensity. So, there's one thing to be consistent, there's one thing to sustain the intensity, right? Because when you realize only 2 people are here 5 years from now, and you think, just look in VMA as a whole. Everybody that's been in VMA for 5 years or more, none of them are less than the rank of ambassador, right? Ask yourself, would it be worth it to be paid at the rank of ambassador, right? 5 years from now? Hell yeah. Okay. So make that dedication to yourself to do something to build your business every single day, right? Make the dedication to yourself to recruit your core 20 before the launch date, right? And once you do that, you help them do the same thing. Okay. So you just work with them. They're your core 20. They're your mastermind. They're your core group. This preparation stage is the time you can recruit literally anybody. You just go up to people, sit down with them, show them the plan. Hey man, you might not even know the whole Vima story. You shouldn't when you sit down with people, you shouldn't be talking about Vima straight away. You should be talking about the plan. It's like, you meet up with someone and you sit them down and you're like, hey man, listen, I've got this plan. We haven't actually launched it yet. So this is why I'm coming to you, because I know you're an ace. I know you're a player, right? But the thing is, the only time I can say, you might not be an A player is when until you prove me wrong, okay? Because this period, I'm picking out my core group. Now, why I came to you is because I need and want the best of the best of the best when it comes to work ethic, when it comes to leadership. Because what we're about to do is we're about to do something that's pretty much impossible, right? And we're gonna have an event where we're gonna put 1,000 people in a hall, where a multi-billionaire is going to be coming down to you, and a couple of millionaires are going to come down to speak and train us on how to create some sustainability in the business, so we can enroll 5,000 people and we can actually keep those 5,000 people in our business. Okay. And you sit them down, show him the plan. Here's why I'm doing it, man. These are results you can gain from it. These are why. These are the support we've got for you, and you just let them know, man. It's you let them know, look, we're at the pre-launch stage, nothing much has gone on. So if you get in before the launch, you're obviously going to benefit before, you're going to benefit more than everybody else. Okay. You let them know, how can people benefit? How will people benefit? What are the kind of people you're looking for? Right? What's your game plan? Break it down to them, break down the numbers. If we get 2 and we help them get 2 each, and we help them get 2 each, and we grow our team, and in the next 90 days we have 1,000 people in our network, that means we're going to be at a residual income of close to £100,000 every single year. Let them know the support they're going to be having. They're going to be having support from 6-figure, 7-figure income earners, even 8-figure income earners, like to my cousin. They're going to be having support from guys in the UK, myself, John, Trish, the other leaders out in Gloucestershire. They're going to be having support from the whole team, because in our team is, we wanted to have that family culture, and we're going to be, hosting some Skype calls to kind of get to know each other sometime next week, and that those are going to be arranged. All right. So, just let them know the plan, leverage the plan, and, when they see the vision, because the thing is, people don't join the company first, they join your vision first. If they see the vision and they think, wow, this vision is good, then they join the person next, and they think, okay, this person is a honest guy, right? I can trust this guy, I can work with this guy, the vision is good, the person is good. Then you show them the company, after you bring them to an event, whatever, right? When you ask them, are you in or out, do you want to join the plan? And they say yes. Okay, great stuff. Now, can you be at this place at this time, tomorrow? Okay, we've got an event there. I want to show you exactly what we're working with, what vehicle we're going to use to drive this project. And you show them the company, even if they don't, like the company, even if they don't think the company is a great company. Let me tell you what's going to happen. They're going to go with you anyway, because your vision is great. You're a great person. The company is just a vehicle, right? And your vision can make the vehicle work regardless of what the vehicle is. Okay, so now keep consistent throughout this 90-day game plan. Make sure you see this 90-day through, right? Don't be any of the 12 guys that break out, that just do something for the 90 days. Make sure you keep the intensity. You sustain the intensity for the 90 days. Whether you be doing, the level 1, the level 2, or the level 3 all in stage, right? Make sure the intensity is the same. Make sure you're keeping up to par. Make sure you're plugging in. Make sure you're plugging the newest guys into the system that we've got in place, right? I was speaking to Brad Alcazan yesterday, and he said as well to make sure we've got one system. That's exactly what we've done. One system, a system that works, right? Just duplicate the same system. This is exactly why we say, by the end of the week, we want everybody that's still in the legacy network to have removed themselves from the legacy network, and any other groups that aren't the VMA Project KA5000 and the VMA Insight group, and obviously the VMA World on the WhatsApp. So we can be all on one page, all using one system, and all going in the same direction. And when we've got that, that unity, there's no stopping us, because you must have heard the saying, together we stand, divided, united we stand, divided we fall. That's exactly what it is. Okay, the UK is at a point where it's crying out for leaders. So we've just got to step up, take charge, and lead the charge in the UK, man. So that's pretty much it for me, today on the call. I just want to say tomorrow's call is going to be fire. So make sure you're on the call tomorrow, because tomorrow is probably going to be the most important call of the whole, training, as I've got about 3 pages of notes on it. And it's going to be talking about after the 90-day game plan, because I think that's really a crucial part to the 90-day game plan after. Okay, because after the 90-day game plan, if we don't keep up what we're already doing, what's going to happen is we put 5,000 people in our network and then crush it back down to 0. Okay, and we don't want that to happen. So we want to keep the sustainability. We want to keep a sustainable business. We want to keep a business that pays us residually passive, right? So tomorrow's call is going to be a crucial one. I would say get on it, because it's going to be talking about the leadership skills, the culture we're going to be having in our team. It's going to be all it's going to be talking about also what could go wrong, right? Because that's another crucial thing. If you don't know what could go wrong, when it hits you, you will not be expecting. It's going to be, it's going to be worse than if you knew, right? It's going to be talking about how to build culture. How are we going to build culture in our team over the next 90 days, over the next 120 days, or whatever is left? It's going to be telling you how to gain skills, how to actually, improve your skills. When you read books, a lot of people just read books and they don't know what they read, or they just read it and they just know the things that's in the book, but none of it's actually implemented into their business. And it's gonna be a lot, right? It's gonna be a lot to take in tomorrow. It's gonna be a much longer call, and I highly recommend you come on the call tomorrow with your notepad. It's most probably gonna be on time tomorrow. So come on the call tomorrow with your notepad and be ready to learn, man. So that's pretty much it for me today. I also want to take the time out to promote the call on Monday. There's going to be a call at 4 p.m. with our star executive pin earner leader in America, Scott Dearman. So make sure you're on that call, because that call is going to be packed out with value, right? Understand, this guy is where we want to be in the next couple days, months, years for some of us. Okay, so make sure you're on that call on Monday. And that's pretty much it for me, guys. Take care and have a good evening. Bye-bye.